smack 'em all. I smack 'em all. I smack 'em all. This is my war path, 6 round in 4-star. Bounce off the floor hard, down from the 4-star. Left in the center of the circles of hell. Opposition and competition got me feeling the spell. Wrapped in the vortex, trapped out of context. Reaching in this contest to drop bombs and stomp bitches. Wanna nitpick at me? A bullet in stitches. Hack tracks with savage rapping cataclysm to whack villagers. Staring back at scared fakers, lying cunts and fuck haters. Taking a situation in my hand and fully escalated. Mind severely elevated without further education. Dealing out debilitating, heavy hitting psychic races. Building up in 5 places, mind racing and eyes glazing. Spy, fire, fires, rise inside. Right like hatred spiking at a violent rate. It's gonna be a close race. I'm a product of society, so don't ever try change it. Sometimes I wanna get the world out my face. I tell them stay in your lane. I tell them stay in your place. If they don't, I smack 'em all. I smack 'em all. I smack 'em all. I smack 'em all. I strike the hack like a chain axe. Go insane, blaze tack. Hip hand as my brain snaps. Derailing these train tracks. Pressure till your bones crack. No signs of medic assistance. Listen, hit with cynic, consistent fits and sits resistance. Could be the form of tolerance, but really isn't, is it you? No, you shouldn't stare, but it's like watching a fist fight. Left, right, till somebody gets hit right. Suddenly people scatter with only me in the limelight. Caught up in corners, this wolf bite. Busted knuckles and good bites. This soulless eyes that only the spite are starting up to a mate. Like adding fire to propane. I'll turn the night into day. Like Agent Orange to cake. I can't say it like the smell of name.
And we got, one of our original, our originals, Hill House. I had everybody.
Our original English.
I had everybody's name, but then when I get to Hill House, it's like,
right. I forget it all the time, man. It's okay.
I could never.
I forget it all the time. I forget my name every day.
No. I love you, man. Listen, all these people in here are legends. If you guys haven't followed these great ladies and gentlemen, you need to check them out. They're on Twitch, YouTube. Sure. Check them out. Hands down, great content creators. So today's topic we're going to talk about is stream versus podcast. So, we kind of want to talk about, I guess you would say your experiences, like, I guess, with streaming, and then kind of like what you experienced doing podcasts, and kind of just like, I guess you would say, like, compare and contrast. So, yeah. Starting with Jinkies, I'll let Jinkies take it on.
I'm missing someone.
Streams versus
Husky. Okay.
Podcasts.
Well, I don't do a whole lot of podcasts on my channel unless it's like this, where I'm co-hosting with someone. I just haven't done podcasts too much to really say. For me, streaming all the way. I love being able to just sit back, relax, play a game, chat with my followers. It's just really nice. But also in a podcast setting, you can occasionally talk with your followers, but usually you're talking as a group, and will occasionally bring up questions. So the interaction with the chat is not near as much as it is within streaming. So depending on what you're looking for is what I would say go with.
Most definitely. All right, Mr. Dan, would you like to talk about, your streams versus podcasts, like, your experiences and whatnot, and like, I guess you would say, like, what you would kind of prefer?
Sure. So, I'll talk about streaming first. So first of all, streaming has been a lot of fun. I've been trying to get into new games, not besides just sports, and I've been playing some retro games, playing some Zelda and stuff. I've really enjoyed doing that, but I know that the numbers can also get in the way sometimes, but I'm trying to get out of that mindset. I love playing with people. I've enjoyed doing collabs with people. Podcasts are a different breed. I've been doing the podcast with you, the movement, and then the NFL podcast with Shiny and Radical. And podcasts are just so much different. Ever since I was a little kid, I actually did want to do some podcasts. I did a few podcasts with my friends. We just did them for fun and just had a lot of fun with that. And podcasting is just a way for me to get my opinion out there for stuff that I absolutely love.
Awesome. For those that may not know, my boy Shaka Shine, one of our newest mods to the community.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah. Tell me a little bit about
Congratulations, man.
yourself, and then you can start off your streams versus podcasts.
Sure. So Twitch streamer, doing kind of a variety of games, just kind of whatever I feel in the moment. You know, most of the popular ones like Fall Guys, Fortnite, whatever. I've been doing Hogwarts Legacy the last couple week or so, however long it's been. It feels longer. But doing that. And then I'm going to try to get into more like community games. Like I just got Marvels on stream the other day. I'm going to try that out for a bit. I think is my next kind of venture. See how that goes. So
that's a great game.
And then I do have a podcast of my own with my sister that we do kind of every other Wednesday is kind of the vibe right now. So I think that's the main reason I haven't jumped into one of these is that I'm usually doing that one with her on the Wednesdays that I think of it. So, but yeah, so we do kind of just a kind of wherever the mood strikes us, I guess, sort of podcast where our vibe when we started the podcast was, you know, whenever she comes home, because she lives in Nashville and I live in Minnesota. So whenever she comes home or I go there, we end up talking for probably 3 hours at a time about nothing. So our thought process was, let's bring other people into that because we've heard it's pretty entertaining. Pesky can attest to that. Pesky can attest to that. She doesn't get a word in edgewise when she's in town. So, but it's been fun. But yeah, I'll say that I agree with what Jinky said a little bit about how it's tough to interact with chat because you're having your own conversations. Whereas if you're streaming on your own, you can kind of have that back and forth a little easier. But at the same time, I feel like with our podcast specifically, we try to interact with chat more because it helps keep the conversation flowing. Like if we hit a dead end or something, there's usually something in chat where they'll comment on something we said or talk about their own experience. And then we'll kind of interview chat almost, just kind of going back and forth and riffing, and it'll turn us into a whole nother subject. So I think that's the positive side of it is that you have that other person to kind of help riff with as well. Because sometimes if you're streaming alone and also if chat's kind of dead, like if there's just not a whole lot of people talking or just not a lot of viewers, having somebody else to kind of riff with also helps you keep the content going essentially, if that makes sense. But
oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. They both have their merits for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And for those that may not know, we got our other mod in the building, Miss Pesky Peeves. Let's freaking go. I'll let her give her intro and, you know, her experiences streaming and podcasts. Let's go.
You're muted, Pesky. Uh-oh. Nope, not yet. Did you just not talk at all when we were in the pre-show, and that's why we didn't notice it?
No.
That may have... Wait, I just heard...
Oh. Yep,
There we go.
You have a different microphone. That's so weird.
Cool.
I had everything ready to go. Anyway, people call me Pesky because it's easier. I primarily stream on Twitch. I am primarily a Nintendo Switch streamer. Probably I use laptop and I have a little whatever that thing is called, and I do that. I've been streaming for about 2 years now.
Capture card.
Thank you, Dan. And yeah, I love it. I wouldn't have any other way. I don't necessarily do podcasts myself. I've been in Shaka Shan's podcast and I'm on this one. But streaming wise, like kind of feeding off everybody else, you have fun with chat. You find games that you get a lot of people involved who like watching like Jackbox or Mario Kart, anything, Fortnite, you get a lot of people involved. So it's just finding out ways to get your community involved because like Shaka said, streaming when no one's really there watching and talking to your stuff can get a little tedious at times, but podcasting when you have a bunch of people like everyone here, you can feed off of everyone else's ideas versus just doing it alone. So whatever floats your boat.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
Right on.
All right, let's get down to the bread and butter, Mr. Hillhouse himself.
Bread and butter. I have to agree a lot with what with what Shaka said. I podcasted for 2 years, from let's see, April of 2020 to April of 2022. We did a podcast called Declassified Cheat Codes. It was the newest news in gaming and other random bullshit. And that was our catchphrase. Anyway, we did that for 2 years, and I found that that riffing off of each other, like you said, Shaka, is a big deal. And it's so much easier to do that when you have a couple of people who, you know, you vibe with, you've got a good banter back and forth. You kind of feed off of each other. You do that kind of thing. But then you have the live podcasts that are technically streams, but then the audio gets uploaded later on to go to a podcast. And I like those at the same time too, because of the banter that you can get back and forth with your chat. During a live stream, you guys know how it is. You know, when your chat gets really going and gets hyped up, you have a kick-ass time. It's just so much fun. Everybody's just nuts and crazy. And it can kind of help that get that way with a podcast too, because like you said, Shaka, it can take you off in a whole new direction, or it can even add to the subject that you were talking about, maybe something that you weren't aware of, that was, you know, that happened to be a part of that you didn't research before or something that you might find out from your chat. So it's a good thing all the way around. But I agree with you a lot on what you said. I think you hit it right on the head, Shaka, that it has to do with that back and forth. That's what matters the most. If you don't have that, you really don't have much of a podcast, unless you're just doing something about maybe crime and you're talking about crime drama or something, then you could be a single person doing it. But
Right.
and not to put those down. Those are great podcasts. But I think you hit the nail on the head, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about having a fun podcast partner too, I think. Because if you guys are having fun, then everybody else is going to have fun, right?
Exactly.
That's a big part of it, yeah.
Exactly. And we're coming back the end of April. Declassified Cheat Codes. Check it out.
Hey,
we're on iTunes, Spotify.
For sure.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm
good.
shameless. I don't care. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I want to be part of that.
You're going to be. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody in here. I mean, I'm going to have, it's going to be one of those kind of things. So yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you my experiences. So, I started off about a little over 4 years ago streaming. I didn't start getting into podcasts until the end of last year, 2022. I started, I guess you would say, finding a love for the podcast, because like my thing is I've always been good with communication. I've always been good with talking to the people. I've always been good at replying. That's always been my thing. I call it the 10-second rule. So every 10 seconds, I always check the chat. So I feel like podcasts, and it also depends on what kind of podcast you do too. Like there's podcasts where they don't interact with the chat, which I don't like to do. I like to interact with the chat. So a lot of the podcasts I do interact with the chat. I know, streaming can be fun, especially like you all said, when you have an engaging chat, when you have, and sometimes it's not how many people, it's just the people that makes the chat. You can have one person in there and just interacting with you, and it'll make your stream that much better versus nobody being in there, and I understand sometimes we get everything, I guess you would say, misunderstood, because a lot of us are streamers. So when we stream, not a lot of times they can make it because they're, making their content. So a lot of people, have to understand that. And I know it can be frustrating at times, but we do what we can do. And I can definitely say that I know our community definitely appreciates the time that they are given. So
Oh,
Diddy dance.
did y'all hear that? Did y'all? Wait a minute. Okay, I need to turn that off. I didn't.
I didn't hear it.
Oh man.
Am I the only one that couldn't hear it?
I didn't know that was still on. Okay, I appreciate that. We're clear. We're clear. I appreciate that. But you know, I just want to say that streaming versus podcasting, I just feel like you know, you can touch a lot of topics. You know, you can interact with the people in the podcast, and you know, kind of just make it more of a chill stream. I feel like I'm able to be more chill and relaxed. I don't have to worry about getting yelled at playing the game streaming. So, you know, you got your co-streaming / streaming versus the podcast. So I know I can focus on the people in the chat and I can focus on the people in the podcast and not have to worry about getting yelled at, you know, playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or anything like that. So I just, you know, I think this year alone has showed me that I think I'm more built for podcasts, and I think I've kind of pushed away more from streaming and kind of just started leaning more towards podcasts. I don't know, something about podcasts. I love them, and you know, I feel like everybody that has been on a podcast with me has had a really great experience, and it kind of encouraged them to want to do their own podcast or be a part of my podcast. So I think that that's awesome. You know, the collaborations, everybody getting a network within the podcast, and just kind of be like, oh, well, I like how they're talking. I like what they bring to the table. I want to be a part of their streams. Let me follow them. You know, stuff like that. You know, networking, discovery. I think things like that is very, very important. And I just, you know, I'm just so proud of you guys. And this is a whole new year, and I just feel like the sky is not the limit. You know, I feel like Hill House, he's getting his podcasting back on, which I can't wait to be on that. You know, Dan has shown the skills of being a great podcaster. Miss Jinkies is coming out of that shell. You know, she's getting on these podcasts with us. Shaka Shine, I've been watching your podcast, and I gotta say, man, it's really great. Pesky's in there doing her thing. You know, so I find this as a great experience for all of us, not only for us, but you know, for other people to see and be like, oh, well, you know, they have a really great connection. They got really great vibes. I want to participate in it. So it gives opportunities for other people. They seek it and they might want to be a part of one of y'all's podcasts or maybe one of mine. You know, it's a great opportunity for everybody. So, you know, I don't know. I like streaming, but podcast is my thing now. And I think I'm going to focus on more podcasts, but I'll still stream. Don't get it twisted.
Podcasting gives you the opportunity to branch out a little bit more too. There's just so much you can do with it as far as people in that industry, whatever it is that you're talking about, whatever your podcast may be about, you know, people that you can have on as guests, just the opportunities, believe me, they're huge and amazing. And it surprised me over 2 years, some of the people that actually came on that, you know, I was thinking they're too big or they're too well known, but no, they came on the podcast and it was good for them. It was good for us. So it's a lot of opportunity with podcasting. You're really good at it though, Jay. I've noticed that you've been doing a lot of them, and it's just, I do think that's your thing, man. I think you're a good podcaster. I think it's a good thing for you. And Shaka, I need to find out when yours is on, man.
I agree.
Shaka's Shine's podcasts are great too, man. You know,
I love podcasts. I love them.
Oh man,
podcasts are so much fun.
They are.
I used to listen to them all the time. There was this NFL podcaster. His name was Dave Damashek. I used to listen to him all.
And see, you know, people would always be like, you know, like Jay, like, you know, why don't you try podcasts? And I just, you know, never really thought into it, but you know, I now know that it's like my thing, and I think I'm going to capitalize and continue to do podcasts and just make different ones. I know the sports podcast has been doing really good, so we're going to continue doing that. You know, of course, we do our football yearly, but I think we're going to seek into like just podcasts in general.
Save Jari.
You know, basically a whole bunch of different content creators coming together and just giving their experiences and helping out and, you know, inspiring new streamers, our current streamers, you know, stuff like that. So I think that this podcast in particular, the movement, I feel like is a really great experience for other people, not just me, but for other content creators out there as well who want to give their experiences and help others out in the near future.
That's the good thing
You're
about
right.
this is you learn, you can give your knowledge out, but you also, I learned something new from one of you guys, or two of you, or three of you in each podcast. It's just, yeah, I always learn something new that I didn't know about. So it's a give and take, and that's a good thing. You know, you can come be a part of this and learn something and grow from it, and maybe even help one of us grow from something that you've done. You know, so it's a nice thing, man.
Oh yeah. And see, I'm pretty sure y'all can all, give y'all's experiences on, versus, streaming / co-streaming, and then like podcasts, co-streaming is also fun because like you said, you can still be able to, do the collab. You can still network with them and get to know them on the go. It's just a little bit more fast paced depending on what game you're playing, but you still have that opportunity to collab and get to know that other streamer. My thing is the best thing when networking. I always said this. So when getting to do collaborations with other streamers, kind of just watch their content and see like what they like to play. Just kind of get to know them, And once you kind of go on their streams time to time and you get to know like what they play and stuff, you kind of pick up the vibes and kind of pick up their energy and just like their strengths and their weaknesses. So like you kind of want to capitalize on their strengths and like kind of talk about the things that they would be more comfortable with and just go from there. I know podcasts, that's almost the same thing, but it's not so fast paced. You can kind of chill and just relax, kick back, kind of just just enjoy the moment and not really have to feel like you're being rushed with like the chat or just so I mean it just, I guess it's a personal preference, but I do feel like podcast is more of my thing and I'm gonna stick with it. And I just I see when I include great streamers like y'all, great content creators, I really feel like there's so much opportunities for all of us, and I'm really excited.
Honestly, I feel like with podcasts, I like just continuing to do them and stuff. And so I don't actually need as many breaks from podcasts as I would need from like streaming.
Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
I'm sorry. I had to turn something beautiful into something dirty.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Oh, that was Kiki.
Dan is like, will y'all give me the mic?
And I'm
Sorry, Dan.
It's all
I
yours.
am muted.
Carry on, Mr. Dan. Please, don't break my heart. Talk to us.
I apologize, Dan. I shouldn't have butted in. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you for that follow. Oh, Shiny Hero in the building. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. It's great to see y'all.
What's up, chat?
Oh, yeah. Don't be shy. Hey, we welcome all our chatters. You all are welcome. And if anybody has any topics that they want to talk about, feel free to.
Heck yeah.
Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Show some love. Show some love. If y'all haven't followed Crazy Psycho Susie, make sure y'all show her some love. Let's freaking go.
Also, shameless plug-in because I'm 5 away from 600.
Oh,
hey, there you
Let's go.
And that's been
Nice.
a long goal that's about to get tackled really quickly. MDbo.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all show MDbo some love. Y'all already know. Show Shiny, one of our amazing admin to the 2Lit community. Make sure you show her some love, and anybody else, Omega, and on my way to Jinkies. Let's freaking go. Can I play this? Will they hear this? I don't know, but I'm playing it anyway.
I played it.
I just want to say, you guys have been so amazing. Like I have all my stories for when I met y'all, and it's been a great journey. And man, there's just so much that I could say, And I remember when me and Pesky first had our collab, man. I could tell you, I think I was more nervous than she was. I wanted to show. I wanted to show out and make sure we got plenty of dubs on Fortnite. I was like, man, I can't get these dubs. I'm like, man, she's not going to play with me again. But it was one of my best collabs, and
it was a good one.
Me and Mr. Dan, man, I tell you what, man, our collabs have been great. Our Monday night podcasts have been off the chain, and I look forward to it. Love you, Dan. You have definitely elevated your game, and I think podcast is your thing. And I think everybody can agree to that. Hill House, you already know, man, our random collabs have been off the chain. I'm telling you, we need to make a flyer and plan this ahead of time. Yeah, we do. And I tell you, it's been so great, man. Like your mic skills, the gaming skills, I love it, man. I'm there. I'm there for it. You already know the collaborations. Speaking of collaborations, me and Shaka Sean got a collaboration going very, very soon, and y'all don't want to miss out on this because we're gonna kick some butt. We're gonna kick some butt on Fortnite, and y'all ain't ready for this. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. Get your pineapples.
Pretty sure Shaka Sean has a goal. If he reaches a certain amount of subs, that we get to straighten and braid his hair.
We don't have to talk about that.
How many subs are we talking about? How many subs are we talking about?
69. Hey.
How many are you at now?
In the building. Welcome.
I just started on like Friday, so I got 2 so far.
Hey, did mine count?
Okay.
Did mine count?
Oh yeah, yours counted. I added it.
Yes.
Let's see.
So he's some subs away from being able to do that pretty her, I can't wait.
Crazy.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. And
there you go, buddy.
I gotta
Let's get that hair braided.
I've known her for many, many years, and I gotta say that it's been a great journey. I remember when I first met her. She was playing this indie game, and I didn't understand it, but I could tell that she was a really sweet, genuine person. So I was in there just networking, and when I talked to her, she just seemed so nervous. I was like, let me just talk to her, and next thing you know, here we are, the best of friends, always collaborating, freaking co-owner of the 2Lit. Like, I salute you, girl. You do your thing. Out of the shell we go. Let's freaking go.
Been friends for longer than I remember now.
All right.
We're old in this. We're old in the streaming industry. We're like veterans out here.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
But I'm glad that I have met each and every one of y'all. I have a story for everybody. Like, I remember when I met Queen, I found out she was really good into the games. I was like, what? No way. Like, what? And then I found out Destiny 2 was like her jam. I was like, okay, we could definitely do something with that. And, she got into DBD. I remember when DBD was introduced to us both. I was more towards Friday the 13th, and she was more towards DBD. And look at her now, shaking them cankles. Oh, man.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Shaking them cankles?
Shaking them cankles.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. I like that. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it.
Hey, go for it. A lot of people say it, and I got a story for Miss Shiny. Shiny used to be a lurker in my chat, and I didn't. I wouldn't. So my thing is I pay attention too much. I would see her. I would see her in there, and I wouldn't say anything. And then one day, Shiny just lets it be known who she is. Like, she's talking, and it's just like, it was a great vibe. And then, like, what I've learned too, like when I was going through a phase when I wasn't really paying too much attention to chat, Miss Shiny Hero, and I kid you not, she would throw bits in there just to get my attention. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? Just give me a little time and I will read. Like, give me a little time. But that's the things that she used to do, and look at her now, freaking admin of the community. I remember when she first did one particular stream where she dressed up as Napoleon Dynamite, and she started dancing to the music.
I heard about that.
My God, I clipped her so many times. It was golden.
I saw that
golden.
clip. I saw that clip on your clip day yesterday or last week, and then today again.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things that I have to keep
That is
playing
great.
because it's just so golden. Like the talent is there. You know, that's when Shiny, she's been amazing. You know, y'all all have been amazing. And I just favorite clip. You know, I'm just proud of all of y'all. I know all of y'all have y'all stories, and you know, if y'all wanna give out a good story or feel free, man. I just, you know, the love is here. Still a favorite clip. I agree. One of the best clips you ever did.
Good one.
Oh yeah. Dan is figuring out the camera software. Let's freaking go. See?
Oh, nice.
Too zoomed in.
That looks really good, though.
Let's
But
freaking
it looks a lot clearer than it did before, though. You're doing something
He's been
to
messing
it.
with the camera. Yeah, it looks crystal clear. Let me find
Oh wow,
out.
that looks good right there. Holy crap!
Yeah,
they had all the glare off his glasses and everything.
Yo,
I got glare on mine, dude. I can't help it.
Like, I need to fix my software.
It just needs to be. It just needs to be like zoomed out a bit more, but it's almost there.
I am like so mad
good,
right
though.
now. My pin light right over here just died.
Ooh.
And I can't get it to work.
Actually, I think that's pretty good.
I joined the glasses slot. I felt left out.
Some of my clips are risking a ban.
Thing?
No, you didn't, Pesky. Wow.
I don't know where my glasses are. So I just gotta.
You wear yours before than I wear mine. So.
I know.
Listen. I get it. She was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear my glasses. I'm too cool for glasses. You know what though? You in a chat full of people wearing glasses. So how does it feel, Miss Pesky?
It feels great.
Now I need to figure out how to actually control it while I'm in streams or something.
I lose them all the time, you guys. I can't.
So are you the new Velma? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
The new
Oh.
No, leave that to Jinky. She's right there.
I know. I was joking.
Y'all don't play with Jenkins. She's like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Oh my goodness, you guys are.
I'm as OG as Velma herself.
Let's go. Oh man, got the eyes watering. I tell you, you guys are pure gold, man. See, and this is what I try to tell people: like, whenever you do collaborations, whenever you do podcasts or co-streams, that gives a chance for other audiences to, you know, see you, discover you. And I tell this day in and day out, all you guys are very talented at what you do. And when we do podcasts like this, it just expands your audience. It you know, it gives other people to be like, okay, you know, Hill House, I like what he's bringing. Ms. Jinkies or Dan or Sean or Pesky, you know, like it just gives opportunities for other people to be like, I'll support them, or hey, maybe we can do a collab one day, you know. So that's what I love about doing podcasts and just co-streams in general, because you can do things like that. Is that a Twitch hat? Look at you, Shaka.
Oh yeah. I'm repping.
Twitch.
Nice.
Had to break it out.
But yeah, I mean, I just, you know, great experiences, and you know, like, oh man, I could do this day in and day out. You know, I just, you know, I try to give you guys the opportunity to, you know, kind of talk about your experiences and stuff. So if anybody wants to, you know, talk about their, you know, cool experiences that they may have had streaming or doing a podcast, feel free. Anybody in chat that may want to ask questions, feel free to as well.
100%.
Like, what y'all didn't know is that there's a Mario Kart tournament coming soon as well. So if y'all got a Nintendo Switch, let's go. Make sure y'all sign up. It's in the Discord.
I'm excited.
Well, here's a question for you, Big J. So if somebody's watching right now, we're talking about streaming versus, you know, podcasting. And we've talked numerous times about streaming, and, you know, still some people may be new here in the chat and may not know about it. But what would you say is probably the easiest way to get going on a podcast? I mean, minimum requirements.
Honestly, the easiest thing is just to talk to someone our people, talk to one or two people that you feel probably the most comfortable with, that kind of has that streaming experience. They might not even have to have it, but just kind of, people that you can trust,
Mm-mm.
and just, go from there, go live, just like come up with a game plan.
Like,
Sometimes.
well, like, what did you start with? Did you like, what kind of gear did you start with? Did you just a headset and a mic, or in a laptop, or like, if
Well,
that's what I'm trying to
technically, I
get to,
already
like
had
the nuts and bolts,
okay.
like somebody who wants to just start out.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, this day and age, you can start a podcast with your phone, a cellular
Well,
device.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I mean, all
Yes.
you have to do is just have a cell phone. You don't even need a laptop. You don't need a fancy
That's
PC.
so
All you
crazy.
need is a cell phone,
Yeah.
and just connect your camera and connect your microphone, and you're good to go. StreamYard, best software out there.
Yeah,
And I'm not
StreamYard
paid.
is
I promise
awesome.
you, I'm not paid. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not sponsored, but I'm just
Hey,
promoting.
I have a StreamYard account too, man, and I'm telling you, for starting our podcast over, it is heads above everything, man. It is so good. You can choose your own backgrounds, all sorts of cool stuff, and it looks legit. I mean, it looks really
It
good,
does.
just like what we're doing right now. Look at this. This looks beautiful. Has a beautiful background. Everybody's smiling face. I mean, this is StreamYard,
my-
people. Use
This
it.
was my first experience with it. I hadn't used it at all. I played with it today once I found out I was doing this, and it's cool. It's really cool.
It is
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Like you can like have music playing in the background if you want.
Yep.
You can put your logo, like your brand, up there.
You could have a ticker
there's just
tape.
So many, yeah, like so many different things you can do with
Yeah.
StreamYard, and I just I haven't even like gave y'all like everything that we've done. Like they have private chat. You can change the color of the theme, the brand color. Like there's so many different things you can do with the overlay. When you
IMDb.
start. Oh, but why would you want to put me? Listen, man.
Because we're gonna hype you up. You're the one who put this all together.
You could even highlight a
Hey,
person's
I
chat,
appreciate
a
that.
particular chat.
Hey, hey, I was not ready for that, but hey, there you go. That for y'all real quick, but it's just it's been a great journey, and like we've been saying, it's just the beginning. Like we're nowhere near the end. There won't be an end.
Yeah.
We're only gonna go up, and I just feel like the more people that see us streaming and be a part of this journey and amazing community, is only gonna get better from here.
If you think about doing it and you want to do this, just do it. I mean, what is stopping you? There's nothing stopping you from being a streamer or a podcaster. Nothing at all. And if it's something you've thought about doing, you've dreamt about doing, you have something that you love talking about, man, just give it a shot. You never know what could happen. You never know. I mean, the only thing you're going to regret is not doing it. So just give it a shot, man.
Man,
I'm not trying to be preachy or nothing, but it kills me when I hear people say, "Oh, I wish I would have done this," and I wish I would have done that. I'm the type of person that says, "Screw that, man. I'm going to do it all," because I'm not, when I'm 100 years old laying on that deathbed, man, I'm not going to regret nothing.
Right. Hillhouse, can I just hug you,
go
man?
for
Like,
it.
you are amazing, bro. You are amazing. Like, you just said it. Like, I kid you not. Like, for real. Like, a lot of people, they regret and be like, man, I wish I would have, it's never too late.
Just go for it, man. Yeah.
Just hit the button.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's that
never
easy.
too
Just
late.
hit live and you're done.
And then, one day you'll meet great people like the people in this panel right here. You meet great people in the chat. Like it's just, all it takes is to hit the go live, and then bam, not like you said, Rome wasn't built in one night. So, you just kind of, mess with it, set up a few things, upgrades eventually. And, I just tell people, you don't have to have the fancy equipment off the rip. You can start off with your cell phone and do RRL streams, podcasts. If you do eventually, work your way into it, like if you kind of want to, stream but not take it full time, you can get a laptop and just build your way up.
Yep.
Get you a monitor or two, or if you want to take it serious like full time, then that's when you eventually make the investments on like a gaming PC or stuff like that. So I mean, there's different ways that you can do it. So I don't want nobody to ever feel discouraged when wanting to be a streamer or a podcaster, because there's many tools out there. You know, you got many softwares and you got many platforms, you know, and we all know, you know, they got Twitch, YouTube, they got TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, so many different, Facebook gaming, so on, Trovo, you know, you name it.
Yeah. There's a new one I'm hearing about called Kick. Spelled Kick, not the other one. This is like an actual Kick, but I'm hearing a lot about this platform. A lot of people from the old D Live are heading that way. So, yeah.
Oh,
could be interesting. It could be interesting. But also to hit on what you were saying too, you don't even have to go live to be a content creator. You could, like a podcast, you can just record it and upload it, but you can also record your gameplay and have some really cool banter in there and then upload that to YouTube later on as a short or something else, and you're on your way. I mean, it's that easy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to buy a lot of stuff. You just be you, have a good time, upload your stuff, and you'll be surprised at what happens.
I agree 1000%. And you know, you never know where you will end up like being discovered the most at. So I always tell people, don't settle, you know, always have your options, you know, your option 1, your option 2, and just kind of, you know, see which one does better and then go with that. You know, like I know my experiences on Mixer, you know, when I first started streaming, it was great, but then at the end they kind of just, you know, went on and sold their company to Facebook Gaming. So when that happened, I was like, you know what, I can either give up or just try again. And guess what, I tried again, went to Twitch, did my thing with Facebook Gaming, did, you know, YouTube, just trying to seek my options. And it seemed like, you know, Twitch is where a lot of the people from the community that I've been in, and just a lot of friends that I made, everybody went to Twitch. And you know, you had some people that went to YouTube, and I just think that it's very important to have other options and not just settle for one, because you never know what's going to happen on any platform.
Until you become a partner with one single person or platform and you're getting a contract and you're getting paid, do your thing everywhere. Use everything at your disposal, man. There's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything that you can stream on, man. It's crazy the amount of stuff that you can use. And it surprises me. I mean, I only use Twitter and maybe sometimes Instagram, so I don't use a ton of social media. I need to get back into TikTok, but it surprises me how many people think that you can grow or even achieve any kind of real goals without using social media. It's so important in this game. It really is.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
I know how important it is, but I still don't do it, and I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
A
You
lot
know,
of my photos I only
I'm
use
bad
to
at
just
social
shout out
media.
my streams and stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
Except TikTok.
that's,
I get stuck in TikTok though.
hey, you know what? I
Yeah,
think a lot of people
same.
get stuck in TikTok. It's like they watch one video and then they just, you know, it's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm in TikTok. You know how many people I would watch stream and they would just kind of be like stuck into the TikTok world and forget about the chat. I'm like, hey, we're here. What are you doing? Oh, my bad. I was stuck in TikTok. I was like,
Yep.
it's perfectly fine, but yeah, it's quite entertaining, you know. And I just, you know, I need to get back into the TikTok ways. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I just learned that, you know, you gotta prioritize your time, because I would be stuck on there doing lives, and it's like I enjoy my time hanging out with people, but I could actually be doing more content and more promoting for me and the community, instead of, you know, being in here hours upon hours and just, you know, shooting the shit. But I mean, I enjoy hanging out with people so much. So it's one of those things that you just gotta understand. Like, time is very important.
But using TikTok to network is a big thing too, because, and that's why I'm starting to get back into it. Not so much to go watch a lot of the stuff. I will, you know, try to watch some of my friends' videos and like them and whatnot. But networking through there, I've met some really cool people that I'm playing games with now through TikTok, and it just surprised me, you know, that they, you know, the amount of community that comes from that too. it's a pretty cool place. I mean, it does work that way as far as networking, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I met a lot of great people. As a matter of fact, I met '06 Chris off of there. I met a lot of good people off of TikTok, and I met MWestB. He's another great streamer and podcaster, and
Brother Darkness 84. I just met him and became friends with him. He's a good TikToker, man. He's a cool guy.
I met him off of there too, and you know what? Miss Jinkies actually met him in person.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
He lives down the road from me.
Really?
Us Texans got to stick together, man. I'm telling
Texas,
you.
man. I'm telling you, we need to have a Texas barbecue. Let's go.
I'm telling you. So many content creators are in Texas, man. Look, you'd be surprised. A lot of people in the Tula community is from Texas. You know what? I see you, Texas. I see you.
It's crazy, man.
TikTok thing for a minute. There's this streamer that I got to know really well because I found his stream through TikTok. So he streams on TikTok and Twitch every time he goes live, and it's pretty cool because he gets viewers from both, and then they kind of switch and follow him on both places. And that was how I discovered him. Is he just showed up on my For You page one day. So now I'm in his Discord and on his Twitch and stuff. So it's definitely a huge spot to get new viewers that wouldn't have even found you any other way. So
oh yeah,
oh absolutely.
You know what? And that's the thing about networking too. When you go on TikTok, you can meet other great content creators that stream and give inspiration, motivation, and also give you like a few pro tips at streaming and just great advice. So like I've met so many great people and they've been so inspiring, and it's like, man, I want to be that person. I want to motivate people. I want to hype people up. I want people to meet other people and have a great time, So TikTok is a great way to network and make friends, and I really, really advise it, and I suggest it. If you got a TikTok, don't be shy. Just go out there and just meet people that you like to don't. I guess you would say don't go to people that are, I guess you would say, are forced on you or anything like that. But like just people that seek your interests, like the same hobbies as you, like cats or Call of Duty, Fortnite.
How did you
pineapples
on my TikTok, man?
He's done his research.
My first name is all cats.
Cats with those little ARs.
AR-15.
Oh my goodness. I pay attention. I pay attention too much. That's my problem. I pay attention. You guys are awesome, man. I just, Yo.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
I was waiting for it to come like around and like.
Why is it having
well, now it's gonna,
issues?
Oh.
I think tech issues is starting to become a trend too because Pesky's sound wasn't working. That's why I had to leave earlier and run into her room and IT for her while I'm trying to stream.
You know what they say? You're not a streamer unless you have some kind of technical issue.
Yep.
Exactly.
Truth.
Mine
Like
looks like
my
it's
light
having focus
died.
issues right now.
Yeah, Jinky's light went out. Dan's having camera issues.
My
sound didn't work.
My cord for my light stopped working, so I'll have to get a new cord. Or, well, I won't have to get a new cord, but I'll have to find one. So that's fun. So I don't have the light tonight.
That's a big streamer. Jay and I were just talking about that. It's streamer problems, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
I want the
I'm telling
Elgato
you.
Spotlight, but my fiance is like, no.
I have an Elgato key light, but yeah, the cord that I put in there, like, is twisted. It's weird. It kind of broke, I guess.
Yeah.
I still want one, but I'm not allowed. I need to save my money.
I mean, I want a gaming PC, but I can't afford it.
Hey, I got that before we got engaged. He didn't have a say in that one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I was streaming earlier and I had my technical issues. It's like, so it seems to have been a thing for the last few times I've been streaming. I'll check for an update before I go live. And then as soon as I go live, bing, you have an update. I'm like, so you're just gonna end my stream like that? So
Yep.
Right.
I've had Fortnite do that to me before. I've had Fortnite just in the middle of a game. It goes, just kidding, we have an update, and it just shuts down. And I'm like, wow, all right.
I've had Fall Guys get an error during stream.
Oh man, not the Fall Guys. Hey Empress, how you doing? Y'all make sure y'all show Empress K some love. She's an amazing streamer. I usually go in there and she's playing Call of Duty, kicking butt. So if you guys looking for a partner on Call of Duty or just looking to have a good time and vibe out, that's your girl right there. Show love to everybody in here. I mean, you know, and everybody that's in the chat, if you haven't followed all of the beautiful people in this panel, make sure you do, because there are so amazing. They're great to the community. They're always checking in. We're always vibing out in the voice channel. And, you know, it's always a good vibe. And you know what? I can say throughout my ups and downs, smiles and frowns, my darkest days, my saddest days, my bluest days, you guys have been there. And I appreciate the hell out of all of y'all.
Back at you, man.
I'm not going to say
right
what I was
back
going to say.
Oh,
I'm
blue
in a
hair
weird
was a
mood.
thing.
I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say it sounded like a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh, one fish, two fish,
Oh,
red
man.
fish, blue fish.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Man.
You guys are awesome.
I tell you.
What?
You are too, Hill House. Don't act like you're not, man. You listen,
stop
if y'all haven't followed these great no, I'm gonna gas you up, sir. If they haven't followed Hill House, listen, this guy is amazing. Did you see his
Follow
tattoos?
Hill House.
If you haven't
Look
followed
at all
Hill
those
House,
tattoos.
there's damn good reason.
Follow him.
If you haven't followed Hill House, I'd ask you why.
Right. If you haven't followed Miss
You
Jenkins,
guys
I
are
would
funny.
ask why. Or Shaka
Damn,
Sharn,
yes.
or Mr. Dan, or Pesky Peeves.
Or Pesky
if you haven't
Peeves.
followed Pesky Peeves.
Or
I gotta
Big
tell
J.
you, Jay,
If you haven't followed Big J,
if you're watching and not following, what are you doing in life?
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's viewers got to follow each other's channels. Like that's just
Yeah.
if they're in this podcast, if they're in this podcast, you should be.
Let's
following
do
them.
it. Let's do
I
it.
agree. If y'all haven't followed somebody by the end of the night, you are missing out.
crazy.
Like everybody should have everybody followed by the end of this podcast, and looking forward to the next podcast or collaborations. Because I feel like when we do these podcasts, I see more and more people like collaborating in the
Oh, yeah.
community. So that's what makes these podcasts even better. So like, for example, we might see Miss Jinkies and Pesky Peeves do a collaboration. We might see Shaka Shan and Dan and Hill House and me do a collaboration. Or we might just see us do another podcast. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, I was already following Pesky.
Yep.
Huh.
That's golden.
I think I got
Let's
everyone
go.
involved here.
You should have followed Dan.
Hey, you see what I mean? But yeah, I mean,
Hill
I
House
just-
gave me that sub earlier. Thanks for the Hill House sub.
Hey,
Hey,
man, you're welcome, bro.
no.
You're welcome.
I didn't want to
Hey,
interrupt.
please.
Jay was talking at the time. I didn't want to interrupt him. So
Hey, Shaka, how many more you got left, bro?
66. That's math. Okay, there we go.
So we have.
It's gonna happen,
so we
man. It's
started
gonna
last
happen.
Friday. So we
Mhm.
have 13.
Whoops, this is someone.
14. We got plenty of days left, you guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's plenty.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I can't wait.
It's not
You know
that
what?
bad, man. When I was in
You know, I
Mexico
think
one time, I had my hair braided out, and they had put beads at the end of it, and I was running down the beach like Bo
What is
Derek. It
going
was
on
pretty
with
cool.
my
Oh my
Beads?
gosh.
You're giving her
Thank
ideas.
you. Thank you. Where's my notebook?
Shaka's like,
I
Shaka's
was
like,
a
why
10.
would you?
I was a 10.
Okay.
For those who are watching this who have never seen me before, I do have very long hair. I just threw it up
Yep.
today, so you can't tell it. I'm trying to make it not noticeable, so people are like, "Why would you braid that? There's nothing there." So
There's
then we
so
won't do-
much.
then we
You
won't
know
do
what?
that.
It-
So-
Indie
I
Golden
think it looks
Girls
pretty cool.
notebook For this.
Now Jinky's following me. Goddamn.
In the Golden Girls notebook.
In my Golden Girls,
Right.
like.
Oh
to-do
my god, I
list,
love that.
get beads
That is
for
awesome.
Sean's hair.
I found Kiki a Golden Girls coffee cup the other day, or no, not the other day, but a while back.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thanks for the sub, Jinkies.
Stay
Let's
golden.
go.
Damn it.
Yo, it's just the
You
beginning.
guys.
It's just
Yeah,
the
it is.
beginning. Like I told you,
saw me
Shaka,
do
we're gonna
Jay.
get you.
Wait, Jay's
We're
this
gonna
way.
get you.
Jay's this over here.
we're gonna get you, Shaka, and then if anybody else has a sub goal, we're gonna get them too.
Oh yeah. If we got the
We're
blue
not
hair, we
gonna
can get anything.
Hey, we will not discuss the blue hair. My hair is no longer blue. That's a past tense. We're talking present and future. I can't wait to see that hair braided.
Only 94.20% to go.
Hey, wait a minute. We will not discuss this. Pesky, look at Pesky instigating. Listen, you stop it. We're trying to hype up Shaka Shine. We're trying to get that hair braided, that her.
I'm happy to pass the buck.
And
I'm happy
we'll
to
get
pass
there.
it to
We have
someone
3.5
else.
weeks, but if we can just go back to last week, I'm pretty sure
Oh.
we got the whole view of your hair.
In fact, I think there's a past episode of The Movement where your hair was blue. I was just watching it today.
Oh, man, you know,
You should go watch the past episodes and you can check it out.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Now,
You know,
what if
but
we
in the
what if we
meantime-
doubled the subs for blue and braided?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Shaka.
Oh. Was that a
Yeah.
what did I hear? Shut up, Hill House.
Not very long.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
He's like, stop it.
I'm just trying to help
Like,
you,
sorry,
man. Hype it
I
up,
can't-
bro.
I can't hear you.
It's all about the
Oh,
hype.
yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, my connection. I think the internet's shutting down.
That's a lot of subs. So I feel like if I agree to that, that's probably pretty safe. So that's fine. That's fine.
That's
Oh,
gonna
sorry,
be
Blue
great.
and braided.
It's off the table, bud. Sorry. You didn't like it. We're going the easy route of the braided.
Right,
That's what I thought.
right.
That's what I thought.
I was about to put it down in my notes. He agreed to blue and braided on February 15th at 7:54 p.m.
You also have to listen to this recording. That might be easier.
That's awesome.
Blue's not
Oh
that bad.
man. So does anybody in the chat has anything that they would like to ask any of these beautiful, amazing content creators that's in this panel with me right now? Do anybody in the panel have any questions that they may want to ask any of us?
I guess I don't really have a question, but I was reading, your Discord chat and mental health chat portion of your Discord today before stream, and I realized that there were some people talking about how they're kind of, I guess I got the vibe of being discouraged about streaming in a way,
Mhm.
and coming from experience of, we've all been in that experience when we first start, and there's, not a whole lot of viewers are coming because everyone's pretty much competing for the same thing. But I don't let 0 viewers or 1 viewer drag you down, because eventually, like, look at all of us right now, like, we're all sitting here
Yeah.
in this big huge community supporting one another because Jay or Hill House or Dan or Shaka or Jinkies found us and brought us to said community, and then we all grow from that. Like, you're gonna grow, you're gonna find someone who's like, I really like your content, join our community, we're super supportive, and you're gonna get all that people in. Just don't feel like let down because you're not getting anybody. I mean, you're gonna get there. It takes time and effort. So
Yeah.
But that's one
Well-
thing you have to also
Well said.
put a key is you have to put effort in as well.
Yes.
that too. Yeah. It can't be a one-way
Oh, yeah.
street.
I think that's a big thing too, is making sure you're putting in the effort and listening to your chatters, and things like
Yeah.
that. Like, what do they want to see? And yeah, you can't just kind of go live and just show the ceiling and hope people are going to watch it and give you the views.
Well, yeah, like,
you gotta
wanna
do
be-
something.
I'm sure
be
there's a market for
entertaining,
that.
be yourself, like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. The sleeping streams. If there's sleeping streams,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's stealing fan streams. out there.
Popcorn ceiling cinema.
Yeah.
How many
Hey, I could do
pounds
that.
can you count on my ceiling?
That's
I
great.
seriously think I just need to put a camera on my cat and then I'll get viewers. So
That.
Oh yeah.
Cat cam,
Ah, the cat
That works
cam,
so
cat
much.
cam.
I'm
Yeah, it's
serious.
like, they don't want to see me; they want to see the cat.
Pesky
No.
would
Where's
sub
the-
today. She would sub today if that was just.
I'll sub right now.
Dang. We need a Timmy cam. Make it happen. Timmy cam. Wait a minute.
All right,
Where's
hold
Timmy?
on. I gotta.
That's
Look,
great.
Timmy!
Oh my god, what a chunk! Here we go. All right,
Oh man,
Jinkies.
you called her out.
You guys missed it a few weeks ago. My sister and I's podcast the topic was just pets, and we just shared each other's pet pictures the entire podcast. So that was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and see, and that's what I like about podcasts. There
it.
is no right or wrong way to do
No.
podcasts. There's so many different
There's
things that
not.
you can do. And a lot of people they get nervous and they be like, I don't know what to. Sometimes just going live and just vibing with the people in the podcast could be a thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have
Yeah.
to have a topic. You don't have just
Yeah,
just
we
go with
did.
the flow.
we had one week where we did that. We just kind of saw where it took us, and we never ran out of something to talk about. We had a good chat going that day, and it just worked out. So sometimes that can be a thing. It can be the most fun you have sometimes too when you do that.
Agree.
Yeah.
Like right now is one of probably the most laid back, podcasts I've had in a while. And it's just it's great. We have different personalities, and the cool thing is we're all family. We all get along, and we all have each other's back. Because if anybody came in here messing with one of us, we already know we about to have y'all back, and we going to war for y'all. So I love that about us. And if we have a disagreement, it's like we still have each other's back. Like we are a real family, and I love that about the 2Lit community and any other community that has rocked with us, and it's just been a great experience. And I just shout out to the pets. Shout out to the pets.
Yeah,
fur babies, you know what I mean?
Pet scream real quick.
Yeah.
Pet scream real quick.
The other two are out there, but
yeah, she's never too far from you. Yeah.
No, she's nooking.
So if y'all had a message for anybody out there as far as wanting to be a streamer or podcaster, what would y'all say? Starting with Jinkies.
Get a cat.
And then after that, get another cat.
What would I say?
What would you say? Words of advice.
Just trust your gut. Go for it. Just go for it. Start out with something that's not live, and you will be surprised at how fast you get a camera. I mean, it gets easier every time you do it. Just go for it. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Do it.
Just do it like Nike. I like that. Dan, any advice?
Podcasting is definitely scary at first, but it's worth it.
Mr. Shaka Shan.
Yeah, kind of pick up. Yeah, kind of piggybacking off what Hill House said. Just starting, I think, is for some people can be the hardest thing. So once you start, it's all kind of just you got to start somewhere. So the first step is just do it and see what happens. So,
Yeski, any advice?
Just have fun and be yourself. Don't force yourself to be something you want people to think you are. Just be yourself, and people will enjoy you for you being you. It's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous every stream I go into, so it's okay to be nervous, but just have fun and be natural.
Just have fun.
Let's freaking go. Right? So I gotta say we touched a lot of different conversations, and the topics was really, really good.
Oh yeah,
most definitely, and I definitely appreciate that. I want to give a major thank you to you guys. Like, I know like everybody streams and has their own content that they got to do, and you guys giving me a little bit of your times. I appreciate y'all. Special thank you to Miss Jinkies, Hill House, Athletic Dan, Shaka Shan, Pesky Peeves. You guys are so amazing. Love you guys to death. And if y'all have anybody that y'all would like to raid out to, let us know.
Let's see.
Jinkies, you do know how to raid out from here, right? Or do we have
Not from here, but I was just going to do it from my webpage.
Okay. I was like, yeah, I need to figure out how they do that. They probably do what you just mentioned. I could do that. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'm seeing if I have anyone to raid.
Infinite Logic is love.
You know what? We could all raid out if y'all want to the homie. That's he's actually pretty cool with Rosberger. So I mean, I think that'd be a great idea.
What's his name?
Show love to the Flex fam. Let me pull him up real quick, and I'll put the link in the chat, and I'll even put him in yours too.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Full of beans. I'll put the name, and then y'all can.
Gadsters Gaming.
Let me see. I'm gonna go to yours real quick, Hill House.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, I see him. Yeah.
There you go, Jinx.
I got it from the other one. I'm good.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Infinite.
I'm looking at everybody's chat, so I got it.
Infinite logic.
Oh,
Logic.
Logic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Logic, got it.
And Hogwarts Legacy, good game.
Yep.
All
It's a
right.
good game. It's crazy good.
So
I never
I
thought
love
I'd be
that.
into it, and I love it.
No, yeah.
I'm literally
Wanna get
buying it as
ready
soon as
to
it comes on
wait.
Switch in July. Like no one can stop me.
Hey.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so worth it.
Yeah, I have to wait.
For
You know,
what?
and I,
Why do I have to wait?
No, I mean,
Same
for
reason
what?
why I can't get a new light.
I meant for what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, for Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've been watching a lot of people stream it, and
Yeah.
it's a really good game. But yeah,
Alright,
I'm not
are
gonna
we
hold you
ready to
guys any
raid?
longer. Oh yeah,
I'm
we're
ready when
to
you
raid.
guys are.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Oh
go.
yeah. Heck yeah.
All right. I appreciate you guys for coming through, showing love and support. You guys are freaking amazing, and look forward to the next
The
movement.
best.
Yeah, the best. You guys are the best.
Bye.
Too
Bye, everybody.
lit.
Bye guys.
Did it send out? I don't think it sent out.
I don't think it did. No, it did.
I gotta-
It did.
Yeah, I did.
Mine? All of
Jace
us?
didn't. No, not yet.
Struggle is real. It didn't even show like the little thing.
I see Hill House, Jinkies, Shaka, and Pesky.
Did it rate? Yeah.
It says I'm already rating, but it
Sweet.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. It just didn't grab yours. Do you want
There,
me to
now
try
it
to
shows
get it on yours,
Shaka's.
Jay?
you can try. I don't know why.
Want to hear his reaction? I'm trying to get in so I can hear his reaction.
He's going nuts.
Good.
Let's freaking go. Hey.